Good morning, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from the YouTube channel as I continue on my part series. The week that was college football history review, the 1974 college football season. I'll be talking about week 12, the games that were played on November 23rd, 1974. Let's get into it. Harvard beat Yale by a score of 21-16. Once again, the game decided Ivy League championship as upset lifted Crimson into tie with Yale for title. Harvard's final 95-yard drive ate up last 5 minutes and produced quarterback Milt Holt's winning 1-yard touchdown run. Holt, nicknamed the Pineapple simply because he was from Honolulu, threw for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns and leading Crimson to a sweep win in the 100th anniversary of Harvard football. Yale, meanwhile, entered the contest having surrendered only 46 points during the season. Crimson wide receiver Pat McNally finished with 6 catches to up his career reception total to 108. Next, Maryland, the number 11 team in the country, shut out Virginia 10-0. His Cavaliers were closing third straight 4-win season, but had plenty of fuel left to frustrate Liberty Bowl-bound Maryland for much of the first half. Now, in fact, Cavs twice set up first down camp inside Terrapin's 10-yard line, but points failed to materialize when Maryland defensive back Jim Reekbill blocked field goal try. Defensive end Rod Sharpless ruined second chance with 2 sacks and fumble recovery. Meanwhile, Terps fell even to nose into Virginia territory until the last 30 seconds of the first half. Tailback Lewis Carter, who set Terps' single game record with 213 yards rushing, transformed a simple dive play into cutback 45-yard gain that somehow converted third and 41 from Maryland's 17-yard line. Quarterback Bob Avellini quickly hit past the setup kicker Steve Mike Mayer's 33-yard field goal for a 3-0 lead. Carter boomed 44 yards for touchdown in third quarter to lock it up. Now, Leach Terps defense, led by defensive tackle Randy White, that visited 4 sacks on Virginia quarterback Jim Pruitt. Next, North Carolina beat Duke with a score of 14-13. Next, Ohio State, number 4 team in the country, played against Michigan, number 3 team in the country. And it's about 2 top 4 teams. Ohio State beat Michigan 12-10. Right foot of Chet walk-on kicker proved to be decisive for Rose Bowl-bound Buckeyes as kicker Tim Clayban's 4 field goals earned his team trip to the Pasadena, yet another Big Ten tie decided by votes of athletic directors. Michigan kicker Mike Lynch lost chance for series immortality by missing 33-yard effort with 18 seconds remaining. Wolverines jumped to a 10-0 lead with wingback Gil Chapman catching a 42-yard touchdown pass on game's first series. Buckeyes methodically came back as defense clamped down, posting shutout over the final 3 quarters. Meanwhile, Clayban booted 3 field goals in the second quarter, then winning 45-yard field goal in the third quarter. Now, both teams rushed for exactly 195 yards, with top performances coming from Archie Griffin, the tailback, who ran for 111 yards for Ohio State, and tailback Gordon Bell ran for 108 yards for Michigan. Next, Wisconsin beat Minnesota by a score of 49-14. Next, Oklahoma, the number 1 team in the country, beat number 6 Nebraska 28-14. As soon as unleashed on an awesome rushing attack in overcoming a 14-7 third quarter deficit to stretch the unbeaten streak to 28 games. Oklahoma tallied 482 yards on the ground, led by fullback Jim Luttrell's 147 yards and halfback Joe Watson's 142 yards. Nebraska had taken 14-7 lead on a trick play on I-back John O'Leary, took pitch from quarterback David Hunt, and then threw back to Hunt for his 11-yard score. Oklahoma halfback Elvis Peacock then lost fumble on ensuing kickoff, but Huskers squandered a chance to add to lead and followed a missed field goal by Nebraska kicker Mike Coyle. Sooners marched 80 yards to tying 4-yard touchdown by Washington. Huskers especially suffered in the fourth quarter as they threw 3 interceptions, 2 picked off by safety Randy Hughes, and surrendered 2 touchdowns, runs by Peacock and quarterback Steve Davis, which proved to be margin of victory. Kansas State beat Colorado 33-19. Number 16 Baylor beat Southern Methodist 31-14. Surprising, Baylor caught Texas A&M for first place in Southwest Conference. Casting Offensive Sergeant Little tailback Steve Beard, who had 133 yards, 26 carries, 3 touchdowns, and quarterback Neil Jeffrey, who slipped by Dale Troll as Bears leader in career pass yards. Baylor overcame early fumble to cruise to 80 yards as Beard zipped away from SMU. Star nose guard Louis Kelcher for 19-yard touchdown. Jeffrey hit 4 passes to lead Bears to 14-0 lead on another touchdown by Beard in second quarter. Mustangs finally broke loose on next season's series, clicking along for 89 yards on quarterback Ricky Wilson's onto a 14-yard slant and touchdown catch by wide receiver Freeman Johns, 16 seconds before halftime. Kicker Don Backhorn drilled 59-yard field goal to highlight Bears' 10-point third quarter and just about lock up matters at 24-7. Next, Southern California, the number 8 team in the country, beat UCLA by a score of 34-9. As the Trojans won its third straight trip to Pasadena with easy victory on tailback Anthony Davis, who ran for 195 yards to break former Trojan O.J. Simpson's team in conference rushing marks with 3,609 yards. Davis scored on an 8-yard run to open third quarter, capping an 81-yard drive that clinched win. Kicker Chris Lima Hillo made Trojan record 50 yards field goal in the third quarter. Now, wide receiver J.K. McKay added 17-yard scoring reception with brilliant behind-the-back grab. Meanwhile, defensive back Dennis Thurman closed scoring with 80-yard return of fumble as USC enjoyed the greatest series margin of victory since 40-13 in 1944. Now, overmatched Bruins trailed only 17-9 at halftime behind quarterback Jack Dankworth threw for 188 yards and rushed for 66 yards as Bruins actually outgained rivals 370 yards to 349 yards. Next, Stanford beat California, the number 19 team in the country, 22-20 as Cal quarterback Steve Barkowski threw go-ahead 13-yard pass to wide receiver Steve Rivera with 26 seconds left. As the Bears had to like their chances, a backup corners quarterback Guy Benjamin, who went to be transferred to San Diego State, went to work throwing for 18 yards to tight end Ted Pappas and 25 yards to tight end Brad Williams, who fought through defensive back Herm Edwards to get to the sideline with 2 seconds left. Kicker Mike Langford booted, winning 50-yard field goal as Stanford had built a 19-10 lead late in the fourth quarter as Benjamin came off bench to lead visitors to 16 straight points, including an 61-yard scoring hookup with wide receiver Tony Hill. One play after linebacker Jeff Simon had an interception that halted the imposing Cal drive. Now, teams combined for 29 points in the fourth quarter. That's it for that. Week number 12, November 23rd, 1974. Let's get to the AP poll. November 25th, the top 20 looked like this. Brigham Young, number 20. Number 19 was Wisconsin. 18 was Pittsburgh. 17 was Texas. 16 was Baylor. 15 was Houston. Michigan State. 14. 13 North Carolina State. 12 Miami of Ohio. 11 Maryland. Now the top 10 rounded out is this. Number 10 was Penn State. Number 9 Nebraska. Number 8 Texas A&M. Number 8 was Texas A&M. Number 9 Nebraska. 10 Penn State. 7 Auburn. 6 Southern California. Top 5 rounded out is this. Number 5 Notre Dame. Number 4 Michigan. Number 3 Ohio State. Number 2 Alabama. Number 1 Oklahoma. So that concludes a look at the games that were played during Week 12 from November 23rd, 1974. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do reveal the Smack 2 tomorrow to conclude the last course of games that were played from November 28th to November 30th, 1974. Week 13 include the regular season and give you the conference standings and the AP poll. And then on Monday, get into the major bowl games that played in the 74th season of college football, 1974. So please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do videos magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.